Hello and welcome again to Paul's Racing Channel and to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by W Energy Drinks, Drinks for Gamers, and Eldridge Air Conditioning, and Guten Tag from Germany, here at the Nurburgring for round 9 of our GR Supra Sunday Championship. 2.8 mile GP circuit, clockwise is the venue here for this round, a penultimate round of the championship as well. So we're coming to the closing stages here tonight. This is the last of our endurance races, 25 laps around here. So you know the score with all the tyre regs now, all three to be run throughout the race at some point. So without further ado, I think we should get this one underway. The grandstands are packed and well, here we go. So Bailey is in pole position. He's our championship leader. We've got Brisbane in second, Toby, who joined us again in third, Motorstorm in fourth, Osman in fifth, Neil Farmack, there he is in sixth, Victor in seventh, Smith in eighth, Dyson in ninth, myself, Paul in 10th, Love Rocket Rods in 11th, and Unforgiven in 12th. 12 cars, 12 racers, 12 drivers. Here we go. So Bailey starting on the hard tyres, taking him down to turn 1. To the Mercedes curve for the very first time. Hard on the brakes for this very tricky, tight right-hander. I think we should all make it through here okay. Looks like it runs through nicely. Yeah, all good there. Oh, and Brisbane's running out wide now. Was that an attempt? Pass on Bailey. Let's have a look. Let's go back. So an early attempt. I think Brisbane just got that inside line. Bailey was on the inside now for the next right-hander though. And no, he just kind of went out wide, didn't he, Brisbane? Used a bit of that run-off. It's allowed Motorstorm Hero, second in the championship, to fall right up behind him. So these are the top three in the championship. So Motorstorm Hero, Brisbane and Bailey getting their groove on. Mediums for Brisbane, mediums for Motorstorm Hero. Oh, and already Motorstorm Hero now having a quick little look to try an attempt at Brisbane. Didn't work though. And then we've got Toby leading this next group of Osman and Neil Farmack. So all close here now, down to the hairpin. We've got the two Rocket boys, Victor and Smith, 7th and 8th. Up towards Michael Schumacher S's, up through them now. All the way through, Dyson in 9th, myself 10th, Unforgiven's made up a place on Love Rocket Rods, who's back down to 12th place. But all the way through nicely now, halfway through this first lap as they now head downhill. Brisbane having a look, is he going to get it done? I don't think he's quite got the run on Bailey, has he? But maybe up here at the chicane, very tight. The chicane here is going to be tricky, but there isn't a passing opportunity. Bailey's covering it, but Brisbane's going to be on the inside as he exits out, and there you go, move's done. Brisbane's through, nice move, and now Motorstorm Hero having a go at Bailey as well, but that was a good move from Brisbane. Set it up on the outside, on the exit, it was on the inside, and through he went. Bailey down to second, and now Motorstorm Hero's got to run, and behind them Toby's getting a little bit of slipstream as well. And look at this, look at the line of cars coming down to turn 1. Going to be tricky on the brakes, but Motorstorm Hero, I fancy, might get this done on Bailey. Is he too far back? Is he going to get the tighter line? He's going to do what Brisbane done, and now Bailey's going to stay and do exactly what he done on lap 1 as well. Does Motorstorm run it out wide a little bit? Yeah, he goes out a bit wide, and Toby's got the opportunity to get through. He's seen the little door open, put his foot there, and he kicked it open, and Neil's followed through as well. So Neil up to 4th place with that move. He may have followed through in real life too, and that move, what a move from Neil, but fighting with his teammate and Motorstorm Hero all the way back. It's getting squeezed back to 5th place, so getting bullied a little bit here. Motorstorm Hero now in the middle of this group between Neil and Osman. Victor behind him, but Motorstorm Hero is going to have another go down here. He's going to go around the long way round. That don't work on the outside there. Neil Farmack just keeps it there in 4th place. So now the two AlphaTauri boys in 3rd and 4th place. Motorstorm here all over the back of him. Neil is going to have a go now. No, Neil shuts the door. Lets it run it out wide. Osman behind them in 6th, watching all the fun. Mediums for him. But it's going to be close here and very, very tight racing here. Early doors. Toby goes wide. Neil's going to have. Motorstorm's going to... Well, actually, Toby's staying out wide, isn't he, to try and cover the move from Motorstorm Hero into chicane. But Motorstorm's going to do a Brisbane. Oh, not quite. Toby was wise to it. Probably see it they probably see it happen, didn't he, to Bailey early doors there, and thought it's not going to happen to me. So Motorstorm Hero 5th place, Osman 6th, and that's closed in. Unforgiven up to 7th now. So he's got a bit of a charge. He's taken Dyson as well. So Unforgiven is from where was he? 11th up to 7th. It looks like he's going to be taking 6th place as well off of Osman here at turn 1. Oh, just ran it a bit wide there, a little bit late on the brakes. So actually could lose that 7th spot to Dyson as well. Dyson on the outside, he does. So a little bit hot in there from Unforgiven. Someone else ahead of him actually went a bit hot in there too. Maybe just got put off a little bit by them. Just missed his braking marker and drops back down to 8th place. Then myself in 9th, Love Rocket in 10th. Victor is at a moment somewhere on those medium tyres in 11th, with Smith way back there in 12th. I think there was a coming together actually. I think we missed it. If I remember, there was a coming together between, unbelievably, the two teammates. Which is why there's that big gap back to them too. So the two teammates having a little bit of a touching session, which is not going to go down too well with the team bosses. Brisbane, meanwhile, out front and having a good lead now over Neil Farmack, who's now got up to 2nd place. Motorstorm 3rd, Bailey down to 4th. Then hard tyres just beginning to lose a little bit there compared with the medium compound. Osman also on the mediums. So we've got the two 7-up drivers in 4th and 5th place. But going back up to the top 3, and Brisbane's going round the final corner now. Coca-Cola curve, and Motorstorm's got that move on Neil. Up the inside he goes. Oh, a little bit of a tag from Neil, but we'll just sit behind him now. Get a little drafting down here at the turn 1. So a good move from Motorstorm Hero. The final corner to take Neil for a second. Neil's going to have a go. No, he's not. Had a quick look. Sneak preview from Neil. Has to concede. Keeps it back to 3rd. He's actually on the soft tyres as Neil. So I'd imagine one of the very few that started on the soft tyres. Not going to get many laps out of them. Possibly 9, maybe 10. A push on those compounds. Not too hard wearing circuit, to be fair. Not like what we have had of late. And here he goes now attacking Motorstorm Hero up the inside. That probably is the difference between the soft tyre, or did Motorstorm Hero make a little mistake somewhere? I think he might have made a little mistake to allow Neil to get back ahead of him. They're fighting. It's going to allow Brisbane to pull away. At 4 now, 25. Brisbane, of course, 3rd in the championship. It's going to want maximum points here. Motorstorm Hero, on the other hand, 2nd in the championship, behind Bailey, who's the 4th behind him on track. So at the moment, Motorstorm Hero not really going to make a lot of difference. Going to grab a couple of extra points, but no biggie there for Bailey if he stays where he is. Long way to go, of course, in this race. So Osman 5th, Unforgiven now back up to 6th place. Medium tyres, so he's getting his speed back up again. Toby on the hard tyres in 7th. Up to 8th now on the hard tyres, followed by Dyson in 9th on the hard tyres. Dyson trying his best to get past Paul. Rocket behind them. So down this long straight across the line to start lap 5. Down to this really tight hairpin turn 1. almost like a 90-degree turn. This one very tricky to get right. If you clip that inside curve, that can knock the car sideways. Got to be a little bit cautious through there. Dyson still all over the back of Paul. Can't quite get past yet. Out round the right hand, a good drive though from Dyson. Now here's an opportunity. Can he get down the inside here from Dyson? I think he's a little bit too far back for that move. Yeah, just sits behind Paul then, but trying his best to get past. Both on the hard tyres. Down to this kind of double apex right-hander. So still behind Paul, here's Love Rocket in 10th, being chased down by Victor now in 11th. And Victor making up some ground after he's off. Trying to get now onto the back of Love Rocket. Love Rocket ahead of him though on the hard tyres as well. Victor on the mediums. And Smith still recovering. Medium tyres there in 12th place. I suppose if you're going to make a mistake and make it early, gives you all the rest of the race to try and recover and get something out of it. But look at this battle at the back is still going on. Brisbane, we know, out in the front, but Motorstorm Hero and Neil have been going like this for the last lap or two. Still Motorstorm behind Neil. Going to pop out and have a go here. But he's not going to get it stopped. Motorstorm's going to run it wide, and a little switch back from Neil. But if Motorstorm's going to be on the inside here, if he can keep where he is, quiet. Neil's got it. Both running out onto the AstroTurf. Should be okay. You might get a penalty. I think if you get all your four wheels over there, you would. But no, they got away with that. I think you're okay. I think they was right on the limit of getting one there, but all fine. So Neil still in second with Motorstorm in third. Brisbane will be loving this, be looking in his rear view mirror and seeing these two knocking each other to bits. Allowing him to clear off. Bailey still hanging on to fourth with his teammate in fifth. Forgiven still there in sixth, but he's just caught up now. Part of the double act ahead of him. Team 7 up. Holding up the Yorkshire T. Is Osman going to have a go on his teammate? I fancy he looks like he's got a bit more pace, Bailey, at this stage, but he's not going to go for anything silly and take each other out as Bailey drops in now, so he hasn't had to worry about that move. So planned pit stop for Bailey after what 6 laps there. He's going to come in, get off those hards and have quite a large stint for the next run. So Paul still ahead of Dyson in 7th and 8th place. Victor now has caught up. He's got past Love Rocket Rod's Victor, and he's up to 9th. Dyson struggling at the moment to get past Paul, and a bit frustrating for Dyson now. Can't quite get his nose up the inside of to get the move done, but just can't quite get close enough at this point. I'm going to say though, from inside the car at this point, obviously I could see Dyson was trying everything he could to try and get past, and very, very tough to keep him behind me. Wasn't particularly defensive, but knowing that I couldn't really make a mistake, otherwise there was a little one there, a little wobble on exit. didn't really cost me anything at that point. Dyson still behind. Victor in 9th place. Back at the front though, does look like Motorstorm Hero might have taken Neil. Let's see if we can get a quick snapshot. Oh, that might have been where it was. Oh no, it was Motorstorm Hero with half a second. So actually he took Neil some time ago, didn't he? That's closed Neil in, but he's also got half a second, so Neil closed right in because of that penalty from Motorstorm Hero. But Neil's going to have to do the same next time around. So both our 2nd and 3rd place drivers both picking up half a second penalties on the same lap. Neil's tyres are beginning to not look too great. 8 laps in, I said probably 9 or 10. He may get 11 out of him. If he knows how to keep them relatively good condition. I think at this stage he's going to be too fussed about fighting back Motorstorm Hero, although he's really got the tyres to do that. But I'm sure in 3rd place, just sitting there is just what he wants at the moment. That will do for now. What he don't want to be is picking up too many more penalties, of course, because then he's going to be going back into the clutches of Osman here in 4th. That far behind. I don't think he's going to lose too much time on the first penalty, although having said that, I think the penalty zone is it's downhill actually, so it might be okay. Don't think Neil's going to lose anything. In fact, it's just coming up now, isn't it? So let's just stick with Neil. I think you'll be fine this time around. Yeah, it's just this next right hand up, down slope, just here. So I'm not really going to affect him too badly. But don't want to be picking up too many more of them because Osman will be pouncing forward into 3rd place. Forgiven in 5th. Just quietly making his way through the field up to 5th place now. Kind of on his own now at the back of this top 5. And then you've got Self, who's just popped in for the change. That means Love Rocket is up to 8th with Smith in 9th. Smith just catching the back of Love Rocket now. And we've got Bailey in 11th, obviously came in, done his stop. Looks like he's going to be taking 10th place off of Paul. Toby also with that pit stop came in, same strategy as Bailey. Looks like he's going to remain in, actually into 11th place as just exiting pit lane now. Come out in 12th. So on the medium tyres I go. Brisbane out front, tyres looking okay, fuel maybe a couple more laps worth there. Short shifting from Brisbane through the chicane. I mean, he might come in before then, staying well to the left, so no thought of coming in yet from Brisbane. Storm Hero also staying out in 2nd place now with Neil in 3rd. Oh, he has picked up another half a second. Unbelievable from Neil. Now this is exactly what Osman wanted to see, and it's exactly what I was trying to say, wasn't it? 1's okay, 2's alright. You don't want to be picking up any more of them, not when you've got car is close behind, so Osman's going to have a real opportunity to get that third place off of Neil, especially if he can grab a little bit of time off him here in this lap, which is possible because we know that Neil's tyres are not the greatest, which is probably why he's picking up the penalties in fact. But he's going to be struggling to get this car turned, and that's going to allow Osman to get right up to behind him by the time he gets to the penalty zone, although Osman don't want to be going too far out there. There is a limit to where you can go before you pick up a penalty out there, but clearly Osman was okay. So good opportunity for him to get himself into a podium place. Okay, we're only 10 laps out of 25 in, but Neil's obviously going to be coming in this lap, so Osman's going to grab third anyway. Going to try and make up as much time as he possibly can through here as he goes through the Schumacher S's full speed through there. Lovely from Osman. Neil's about to take off his second penalty. Again, I think it might be okay, but it's going to be right up behind him now. Osman is going to be coming in anyway, so I don't think Osman will go for the move up here at the chicane, knowing that he's going to be coming in. I'm sure there's been some communication to tell him he's coming in as he dives off to the right now. So Neil's in, Motorstorm's in, Brisbane's in, so top three are in. Osman is going to take this lead up, possibly, maybe at least may get second place anyway off of Motorstorm Hero. Let's see, here he comes out. So it is lead from Osman, but there's Brisbane. Now he's still being serviced. Motorstorm's just going in, so Osman will take up the lead, but then he's going to have to come in next lap around with that fuel. So we'll be having his first stop next time round, so got to try and make up as much of a gap as he possibly can. Now he's in a good position. Everybody in pit lane. Brisbane just entering, or exiting now. So that's the gap between himself and Osman. Osman taking really a lot of runoff there. Takes that really wide through there, Osman. And maybe there isn't a penalty there now. I always thought that there was a penalty through there if you took too much of that over there, but clearly they've scrapped that. Osman looking good at the moment, but quite a long pit stop here, so don't be too fooled by the gap he's got. Brisbane and Co. There's Brisbane, Bailey, Neil, Motorstorm all in the line here, are all not far behind Osman, who's just come out of the Schumacher S's up to the left-hander. This right-hander here feels lovely if you get it right. Use all the curb on the outside and away you go down the hill, just clipping the inside curb. Just there, all the way up to 6th gear. Now drop it down into the chicane, 1st gear, quickly into 2nd and diving into the pit lane for Osman. So now let's go and see where we are with Brisbane. Brisbane's going to take this lead, isn't he? Just going into pits now is Osman, and Brisbane coming down towards the chicane. So going to get that lead back. As I say, it's quite a long service time in pit lane. Bailey has managed to get himself up to 3rd place as well after his early stop. So that's going to be 2nd. He passes his teammate. So Brisbane's going to be back in the lead. Bailey's going to move back up to 2nd. Still sitting there, getting fueled up now. Motorstorm Hero's also going to take Osman, so Osman's going to be coming down to at least 5th place here. Toby might also grab him. But look at this. Now still Motorstorm and Neil fighting it out. It's really stopped, has it, between these two? All race long. Neil still in 4th, Toby 5th. There's Osman coming out now, so from 1st to 6th place from that stop. But he can see the guys ahead of him, apart from the two leaders. Come out on those soft tyres, Osman. So second stint for him on the softs. So maybe looking to just close in on the guys ahead of him. Forgiven 7th. Smith in 8th, Victor 9th. So Smith to 8th, but with half a second penalty as well. So a few drivers picking up penalties here. Victor 9th, Paul in 10th. Larson back to 11th has come in with Love Rocket rods. Soft tyres now in 12th. Battle up top though between Motorstorm and Neil. Kind of still going. Someone who's not battling is Brisbane. Not far behind is Bailey. Brisbane holding the lead. Bailey with the fastest lap currently at 1:58.0. Brisbane will be looking to better that if he can. Oh, and he can at 1:57.7. So Brisbane now takes the lead. Well, he's in the lead, I should say, and takes the fastest lap as well at this point. 57.7. First driver to get to the 1:57s. So we see them coming round the right-hander down to this tricky set of corners. First the left-hander, then the right-hander. The two teammates are together again. Track. Neil Farmack just giving up on that fight with Motorstorm Hero, although he's on them hard tyres, Neil, isn't he? So I'd imagine he's going to do a fairly big stint on the hard tyres. So that he started on his soft, didn't he? Get them out of the way, so maybe not having to do too much of a large stint on the hards, knowing that the mediums got a few laps on those. The 13 of 25. So pretty much halfway through, as Toby, his teammate's going to have a look down here through right hand, and Neil stays well out of the way. But he's on the inside for here, but he's going to just slot in behind his teammate just like that. Allows him to go through. So Neil down to 5th place, obviously knowing that his teammate Toby on the medium tyres had a little bit more pace than him, so had to let him go. Osborne in 6th place still to his stop. Trying everything he can to catch up with Toby and Neil. Big gap back then to Victor and the rest. Almost the length of the start and finish. That gap between 6th and 7th. Forgiven, Paul, so the two teammates together there. Then Smith in 7th, Dyson 11th. Love Rocket in 12th. Not too sure what happened to. We've got a yellow flag. Why we've got a yellow flag? Is there someone off? Can't see anything yet. I think it might have been cleared, whatever it was. Are we green flag? Are we up racing again? I think we might be, as Dyson has a look at Smith now on the outside. Yeah, it's back to green flag racing. And Dyson didn't get that done, but Love Rocket in 12th. Soft tyres will be hoping that something happens here between Smith and Dyson. So Dyson This race is all he's been doing really is stuck behind drivers who are stuck behind himself for a while trying to get past. Now he's trying to get past Smith. So finding it tough out there at the moment, Dyson. Oh, and Love Rocket a little bit hot on the, a bit late on the brakes, I should say. Just backs off a bit. I think he might have just tagged the back of Dyson there. Didn't really affect anything, but just a little bit late on the brakes. Dyson still can't get past Smith. There's been a change up front, ahead of them though. Paul's got through on his teammate to take 8th place. Dyson's surely going to have a go at Smith now down at turn 1. He's passed him already. Can I get it stopped? Should be in a good position to get that done now. Dyson, if he can hold it there, he can. So Dyson up to 10th. Smith on the hard tyres in 11th. And then right behind them is Love Rocket Rods. So it's quite a bit of a train of cars here at the back of the field. The front, not so much. So Brisbane leading it, still Bailey in second. Storm and Neil still almost stuck together like they have been all race. Osman in 5th, Osman in 5th. Sorry, that was Toby. I think that was Neil, but it's actually now Toby because they're the same cars, aren't they? So now it's Toby who's all over the back of Motorstorm Hero, not Neil. So one teammate's fought with him, and now the other one's there fighting with Motorstorm Hero. So Toby, can he get the pass done? Looking up the inside now, takes a lot of inside curb. Motorstorm will stay there. Toby will do the outside-inside trick, but Motorstorm's wise to that and doesn't let that happen, but and gets the better run out of the chicane. So still 4th place for Toby. We're having a look down here if he's close enough for a move at turn 1 though. Let's just stick with these and see if he gets it done. I think he's close enough. Farmax in. It's going to be a bit of a dive bomb if he goes for that. He's not. Quite some way back there was Toby. So still in 4th place for him. Osman in 5th. Victor 6th. Neil we know is in pit lane in 8th. Paul in 7th now. Unforgiven and Dyson now having a battle with Smith behind there and Love Rocket Rods, but Dyson now attacking Unforgiven. So finally got past Smith as we know, Dyson, but has he got past Unforgiven? I think he has, not at this point. He's not going to on the outside there. Can he do a little switchback maybe? Forgiven's going to try and keep it as tight as he possibly can. He does. It's got 4 cars here, very close proximity now. In the hunt for his final places. So still 9th place for Unforgiven as Dyson goes round the outside. Later on the brakes, gets the job done. Dyson up to 8th. Now Unforgiven under pressure from Smith. Good racing here. 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. Fast through there was Smith. Must look like he was having a go at Unforgiven, but still behind him in 10th. Bailey's also in now from 2nd. And Motorstorm Hero. Look at all this from Bailey though. All over the back of Unforgiven. Will he have a go? No. Love Rocket's sitting there too. In he goes, Smith, so he's coming out of that little game. He's going to go in and have a bit of a rest and get some new tyres on. Neil in 12th still trying to catch up from his stop. So 17 laps in now, 25. Brisbane still leading. Brisbane still with that fastest lap. 1:57.7. Brisbane now into second place. 58.1 is his quickest lap, 4/10 slower than Brisbane's. Victor then in third. 58.3. Paul now to fourth place. He's still in the 2 minutes at the moment. Dyson 1:59 flat. In fifth place, Bailey 58 flat. In sixth place. So still 3/10 slower than Brisbane's fastest lap is Bailey, but he's now coming for his last stop. He knows he can get at least 8 or 9 laps on these soft tyres, which will see him to the end of this race. And he's got the softs now to go all the way to the end. And he's going to attack Dyson quick. Straight up the inside he goes to take fifth place off him. So he's on a charge now, he's Bailey. Up towards the chicane. I think it's going to be long before he takes Paul as well. No. Yeah, better drive out there. He's going to take him up here along the straight, I would imagine, or he's going to take him in the final corner. He does have a little go up the inside there at the final corner, so up to fourth he goes. He's wasting no time whatsoever, is Bailey, to get himself there. Paul's going to have another little look though. Dyson's getting in the slipstream, so it's all a little bit of a game of chess down here at turn one. Oh, if I get the right camera. Paul was temporarily in front of Bailey there, but then Bailey's come back. Paul's on the inside. I think Paul still grabs it. Still keeps that fifth place. No, he doesn't. Bailey gets him round the outside in fourth, so needs to clear this little battle here, does Bailey. Now wants to get a lick on and try and catch the top three. Paul in fifth place with Dyson, and here we go again. Dyson's now stuck behind Paul again in sixth place, so just like the start of this race, he's back where we started in terms of behind Paul and trying to get past him. We're coming in this lap anyway to change into my soft tyres final stint. Dyson will sit behind me all the way until I go in. Good switch from Dyson there. Took a lot of inside curb, and just as he applied the power, just wanted to get a bit loose on him. Now we'll know that from coming in at this point, the communication would have been made, so he's not going to attempt the move. Just going to go past now as he shoots in Paul into fifth place. Dyson then takes fifth place off me eventually. There you go. Motorstorm Hero and Unforgiven coming through as well. There you go. Motorstorm Heroes just got the fastest lap, a 1:57.6. Then that's just been beaten by Toby, a 1:56.7. So into the 1:56s now. So magnificent lap there from Toby, a 1:56.7. The soft tyres, so they've had a good run through the entire lap there. It'll be inch perfect to get a 1:56.7. That's exactly what he was. That wasn't so perfect, but it doesn't matter now, does it? He's in 8th place. Could possibly have got the fastest lap now. 19 laps into 25, and to be pretty much a second quicker than what was the fastest lap. It takes some doing for someone else to beat that, but well, you never know. This is the League of Champions after all. Neil in 9th place. Kind of got done by them penalties, really, didn't he? They kind of ruined his race a little bit. I know they didn't really slow him down that much, but picking up penalties just kind of knocks your momentum, doesn't it? So top 3 are in, and Bailey's going to pick up that lead again, I think. Remember, it worked from him from the very start on that early pit stop. No, he hasn't actually. Brisbane's out ahead of him. So Brisbane has come in and come out, but he's on the hard tyres for this final 6 laps. Can't see him getting a better lap time at 1:56.7, not on hard tyres. But I'm going to say he can't. There's Bailey in 2nd, I think. He's on the soft, so he's got a chance, hasn't he, Bailey? Even though they're a little bit more worn than Brisbane. Brisbane's going to be a lot slower on those hard tyres, especially early on in this lap, because they're not up to temperature, are they? Bailey does look like he's catching as they come down to a double right-hander. So where's Brisbane? He's just exiting it now. So's Bailey. So he's actually has closed in, hasn't it? So Bailey is pushing, and look at this, still fastest sectors as well. So he certainly is pushing. He's right through the chicane, full whack through there, and he is sniffing that lead. Down the outside, just lost a little bit of time there through that 3rd sector. Chasing down our leader, Brisbane. Big style. We'll keep an eye on that and see if and when that pass happens. Overstorm Hero. Not sure he's going to have any more than what he's got at the moment. It may well be a 3rd place for him that he's going to have to settle for. Toby 4th place. He don't care now anyway, does he? He's got that fastest lap. Doesn't really matter. Of course it matters. He's going to try everything he can, but I think 4th is probably what he's going to be getting out of this. Osman in 5th, Neil in 6th, Victor 7th, Dyson in 8th, 9th, Smith in 10th, with a half a second, Love Rocket in 11th, and Unforgiven exiting pit lane now in 12th, and on the soft tyres for his final stint as well. Go back to the leaders though, because I'm intrigued to know and to see if this lead changes as they go through Schumacher S's. And he's definitely got him. He's locked on. He's ready to make the move, is Bailey. Nothing Brisbane can do about this. Helpless. Just got to try and take what he's got under him and those high tyres, and that's going to allow Bailey a move there on the final corner. Definitely going to get it done there. A little moment for Brisbane. Had no answer to that. Bailey goes past, and Bailey takes the lead. Start of lap 22. 4 laps to go, including this one. Bailey may well have timed that to perfection. Brisbane's going to have more tyres left by the time this race finishes than what Bailey is, but Bailey still should be able to push a little bit harder. Just get enough of a gap to keep him where he is. So Bailey, our championship leader, looks like he could be grabbing maximum points. Brisbane will gain a couple more over second place Motorstorm Heroes back there in third. It's not going to be too much change up there though, is it? The top three in the championship is still the top three here on track. And pretty much how it's been, hasn't it? All championship long, really. Toby in fourth. Looks like that's what he's settled for here now. Last of our endurance races, as I touched on at the start of the broadcast. Final round is Italy at Sardinia. 2 sprint races there, which should be a cracking finale to our Super Championship. He is our Super Champion, but it's also been a Super Championship. Neil there in 6th place, Victor in 7th, Dyson in 8th place, 9th for myself, Smith in 10th, Love Rocket in 11th, and Unforgiven in 12th. Though looks like Unforgiven may well grab that 11th off of Love Rocket by the time this race ends. Unforgiven being on those soft tyres, and new soft tyres as well. Should have a little bit more to give what Love Rocket's got. I don't think it's going to be too long before he makes that move. So here's our leader. This could be our victor as well come the end of the race, because he's certainly pulling away from Brisbane. He's had a good race, Brisbane. Led it for a long time. But Bailey strategy with that early pit stop before everybody else looks to have paid off. And well, he's sitting pretty out there in top spot at the moment, both here on track and in the championship, so all good for Bailey. Motorstorm Hero's not got a lot left on his tyres, but what are we about to end? Lap 23, going into 2 more laps. He might just be okay. Toby's probably far enough behind him not to take that third off him, because he's on soft tyres as well, and they're just as bad looking as what Motorstorms are. So doesn't look like there's going to be any changes here in the top 4. Osman, well, he's on his own a little bit, so looks like he's got 5th place wrapped up too. Farmack in 6th again. Kind of a bit of a lonely race now. Not going to be under pressure for anybody. Victor in 7th. Dyson 8th. Paul 9th. Smith 10th. Forgiven. He has got past Love Rocket to take that 11th place. So I don't think there's going to be much change now. It's all settled down into the penultimate lap here of our final Enduro here at the Nurburgring GP. The weather's been absolutely glorious as well. No sign of rain whatsoever, and what a race we've had. crowds have been treated to, not only here but throughout the entire season, to some magnificent racing, some great battles. So you see Motorstorm Hero now coming down towards the chicane to the end of this first lap. Bailey coming round the final corner to complete the penultimate lap to start the final lap. So one more to go. For Bailey and for Brisbane, everybody else behind. So go across the line to start the final lap. Mega race here. Nurburgring. The guys now are all just preparing to see that checkered flag here. Well, we've got a battle still going on here though between Dyson and Victor, just trying to find one, and we've got this one going on. Dyson trying to get past Victor here on the final lap. Victor in 7th, Dyson in 8th. Out on the other side, Dyson's attacking Victor really hard here, down towards the right-handers. Just got it a little bit wrong there, Dyson. So this looks like it's going to go on to the end. And Victor hold him off. Oh, well, I've missed Bailey across the line. Too focused on that, weren't I? Let's go back and just see that. So Bailey it is. Apologies. Going around the final corner now. Congratulations to him. Worked it to perfection and gets the win here at the Nurburgring. Bailey, Brisbane not far behind in the end, but got 2nd. Motorstorm Hero will come in 3rd. Toby exiting the final corner for 4th. So on his return, Toby gets a 4th place and the fastest lap, 1:56.7. Watchman, 5th place for him. Neil Farmack in 6th. Victor 7th. Just holding off Dyson, so Dyson didn't get him. So 7th for Victor, 8th for Dyson. Paul will come in 9th. Smith in 10th. Unforgiven will come in 11th, ahead of Love Rocket in 12th. So there's your round 9 of the GR Supra Sunday Championship. Join me again for the next round, the final round, as I say, in Italy at Sardinia. Hope you can join me for that. And bye for now.